And as I walk through the valley of death, my voice echoes out through the night. Lord, Lord, whatever your reason, don't believe the reason right.
Hello YouTube. Can't really hear you. I got about 5 minutes in the video. What I'm doing is I'm putting I don't know if you can read it here. It's red oxide primer. If you don't use zinc oxide or red oxide primer on metal, I think you're crazy, because I think this shit works the best. I find it's the best primer. I find it stops rust dead in its tracks. And ever since a friend of mine told me to use it on metal, probably about 20 years ago, maybe now. What do you call it? I've used it on everything. I go to UAP and I buy more and I buy more and I buy more. Hopefully this doesn't get on my camera. Probably needs a... I'm afraid to even look on the inside of this pipe, because when I got it was all rusty. One of them water came out of. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. I use zinc oxide or usually an oxide based primer on all my metalworking, because I wanted to see how good it was one year, and I left a piece of metal on outside. One was regular primer, one was red oxide primer or zinc oxide, and I left it out for a year, and the one that had zinc on it didn't rust one bit. It was crazy. I was just like, whoa. The one that was regular primer, it was rusted to bits. It was just falling apart. The other one was just barely getting any rust on it. So I was impressed. I still use it. I will continue to use it. I will tell everybody who will listen to me to use it. I pay about $10 a can for it, but it's worth it. I coat everything I get my hands on with it, and then even the Wilton Vice is going to get a coat of this. Wilton Vice probably outlived me too. Fucking total outlived me. But yeah, I like primer. I wish paint was like, I know it's primer, but I wish paint would dry as fast as primer. I mean, a couple of minutes, boom, you're done with primer. Not most paints, 24 hours to 70 hours. Primer, like 5 minutes, it's like boom. So anyway, I think you get the gist of this. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of red now. Kind of, it is totally red. The weld, when I did weld it, it did buckle a little bit, but like I've stated in a previous note that, yeah, guess what, it buckled, but there's 300 pounds of steel on this thing. This little buckle is not gonna hold it perfect, so. I'm just gonna get all the, whatever I can find here first. Then I'll flip it over and get the rest. This can is done. I think this can is done. I always miss like half the damn thing every time I do this. So I'm like, there's always like big sections I miss. Anyway, I'll cut this out. Like I said before, if you're gonna put any rust prevention on something, my suggestion, it's only mine, you don't have to follow it, but use zinc oxide primer or any type of oxide based one. Good luck, enjoy.